We are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for everybody from over the world. Today, I'm very excited when I can invite Mr. Ghee and Miss Ghee from Singapore to join in my page to share something about her journey when she started with this business. So
Mm.
I'm very happy, and I want to say thank you with you. Mm,
Thank you, Tao. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm very honored that you actually invited me for this interview. Yeah,
yeah,
and for everybody's background, actually we get to know each other through on the net also. Yeah,
yeah,
through this business, and it's really
yeah,
interesting. People from very different background like us, become friend on the line. Yeah, so
yeah,
when you invite me, say, come and share. So I'm very happy because I guess our business is really real and really a lot of potential, and I
yeah.
always happy to share my experience with
Mm.
everybody. Yeah.
Thank
Mm.
you so much, Guy. It's very happy because I we didn't talk before. We just
Mm.
did some tests with each other, and
Mm.
when I invite you and you accept my invitation, I'm very happy. So really,
Yeah.
really thankful for what you doing for me.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Today we will talk about we will talk about three main questions.
Oh,
So
okay.
now I will go three questions first, so my audience can understand what we will talking about, right? And
Okay,
then we
sure.
will come back step by step one question, and
Okay.
we will talk about from 20 to 30 minutes. So if we finish three questions, we can discuss a little bit more. Is it okay with you? So
Yeah,
the
sure,
first,
sure.
yeah, thank you. The first question is,
Mm.
I will ask you what were your pain or struggle before you start
Mm.
the online business. The
Mm.
second, the second question is, why did you decide to have an online business?
Mm.
And the third question is, what is the biggest result or change that happened since you started your
Mm.
online business?
Okay.
Okay,
Maybe I start off with a bit of my background. Yeah. I'm
yeah,
actually a working mom. Yeah, a working mom in Singapore with
yeah.
three children. And I'm running my this digital business as a side, we call it side hustle or sideline. Yeah, so I'm not full time into the business. So as a part, as a sideline. So my pain point, or rather, what actually I encounter, because I'm actually in my mid 40s. I have been very hardworking for the
Yeah.
past 20 years. Ever since I graduate, I start working, and my working life never really stopped for 20
Mm.
years. So always work and work. And when we are young, right? When we are single, when we work for for fun, for experience. But slowly, when I progress with my life, I realized that after marriage, after having children, after now we are seeing our parents getting older and older.
Yeah.
um, Actually having a job become not an option, it become a must. We must have a
Yeah.
job because we
Yeah.
have a lot of commitment here and there. And beside maintaining the standard of living, we also wish to give more, yeah, to our children, to our parents. So that triggers me to really look out for additional income and
Mm.
opportunity, because I feel that if I constantly just hardworking doing my work, it is one of the solution, but it's a solution that you put your life in others people's hand. People can actually retrench you or stop you for employment, and that's it. Thank you for your service. That's all
Mm.
you will get. And then everything will run into chaos. That is why I want to for me, um I decide to go online, partly because I don't think I can give up my job and then go full force to do a business, start a shop or whatever. Then yeah, then sit down there, run the shop and all this, because I really need an income to come in.
Mm.
I'm actually a very safe person. I don't want to take the risk of running a new business and subject to whether it makes money or don't make money. So that's why I want to look out for a side hustle. Yeah.
Mm.
And that's why when I start looking out, I realize I cannot afford, in a way, I cannot afford the time and effort normal sideline needs. For example, I can't be after work, I rush to somewhere, do some work to earn money, because it's actually very too tiring. And
Yeah.
also I have to go back home to attend to my children also. I don't want to miss this part, yeah,
Yeah.
of my children's growth. That's why I need something flexible. Yeah. So that when I start looking out, I looking for something flexible that I can, as long as I'm disciplined, I use my pockets of free time, I can do.
Mm.
I'm willing to give it a shot, and I'm willing to put it a best effort in. Yeah. Another thing which I consider also is um the so-called fixed cost. Yeah.
Mm.
So when I explore other business, we need to, for example, in Singapore, rental is very high. So if I'm going to rent a shop to do something or rent an office or whatever, I will have this fixed cost incurring. Yeah. And that makes me kind of uncomfortable because if you don't make enough money, then you will not be able to cover the cost. So this
Yeah.
cost consideration is also one big thing when I try to look out for this side business or
Mm.
side hustle. And
Yeah.
yeah, and of course, another thing is what I observe, because you see, actually, internet bring a lot of opportunity. Yeah, my kids show me the YouTube and all this, and I see wow, such young people can earn so much money just sitting there talking and talking.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking, am I too old fashioned that I keep thinking on the net is all fake and all not real? Can I really find something? That
Yeah.
really trigger me to go and find a business, and let that trigger me to go into online also for the flexibility, for
Mm.
the cost consideration, and also I see the potential is the actually the whole world. We can reach out to many people instead of
Yeah.
just reaching out to people around me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why, yeah, this three factor leads me to why I choose the online business.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
next one, I think you asked me what is the
Uh, I mean that I think that when you're looking for a job, you will saw many opportunity.
mm,
So why you choose to why did you decide to do this online business?
mm,
Otherwise, you can choose another opportunity because outside our life online, we will have so many opportunity, right?
mm,
So
mm,
why you
mm.
choose this one? Why you don't choose another one or different one?
Okay, I find honestly I took about 1 month to evaluate the business. Yeah. I actually, after I understand the whole thing, in fact,
Mm.
in the beginning I was attracted because yeah, it was I attended a webinar. Yeah, so
Yeah.
in the webinar people share that what they are doing in a very general way. Yeah, so I got very curious because I
Mm.
find the people that are really genuine and I want to know more. So I
Yeah.
signed up for the 149 coaching course. And
Yes.
with that, I have all sets of information that I required to make a decision. So that itself don't trigger me to say yes yet. I actually spent close to 1 month evaluating. I get in touch with the people already doing the business.
Yeah.
Chat with, I mean, I talk to them, and I also share my concern with them. So after evaluating all this, I realized this whole format is a complete solution,
Mm.
yeah, for me, because I can learn online as long as
Mm.
I'm disciplined. I spend my time wisely. I can learn everything online. Everything is within my reach.
Yes.
I can run thing online, so I don't have to fix myself so-called fixed time sitting down there. And really I find the whole compensation scheme is really very attractive because I did something similar before. There's a lot of so-called constraint, but for this, the whole setup is actually very much think through. I frankly I find the founder is really very smart in doing the whole setup. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was why it gave me the confidence. After one whole month of thinking, I started
Mm.
this business. And by the way, I'm in the business for 1 year plus already, and I'm still going strong. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. So um, it looked like me when I saw the ads. So
Mm.
I very curious. But
Mm.
the woman who posted ads on Facebook made me very curious
Mm.
because she worked in agriculture field and she
Okay.
have 3 children and she now she living in New Zealand. So I think that she very busy with the children, but she
Mm.
can do it. So I
mm,
say that I am alone. So I have no children. If I cannot do it, I really useless. So I'm very curious. So I take action. So after
mm,
I log in it look like you log in the website and I watch the webinar and then I decide very quick, very fast. I decide to pay 149. And after I have the full, how can I say, the full view, huh?
mm.
Full information about the products, about the system, about the company, about the community, about the
Yes.
people who are working in this side. They come from many backgrounds. Maybe
Mm,
they just graduate from high school, or
mm,
maybe they are the engineer or doctor or
mm.
master or just housewife. So
Yes.
I think this is the opportunity for many people,
Mm.
and the market is so wide. So how can why don't I take this opportunity? So this is the reason. So I also take 1 month to research, make some notes, and then I reach out the mentor and I ask all the questions. After I clear everything, I put the question call. So to be how can I say, I don't have a huge money to start this business.
Mm,
So
mm,
I want to looking for how can I do with the just a small money. You know that with this business, we just start with a small money compared with the traditional business. We need to invest a lot of
mm.
money, right? So
Yes.
this one, we just start with not so much money compared with traditional business. So
Mm,
I reach out the coach and then I ask her, how can I do this business?
mm,
So she gave me the way I do. So I saw my way very clearly. So I
mm,
decide I jump. This is my story. So
mm.
so we
Yeah.
will move. We will move the third question. Okay.
Okay. Mm,
So what is the biggest the big change after you did this online business? The big
What
change
is
with
the
your life, with
okay?
yourself.
Maybe I will say the change in myself. I see that is I'm more settled. Yeah, settled in the way that because I actually I understand this business pretty well. So when you know actually where you're heading to, where you're going, you will not feel scared. Yeah,
Yeah,
and besides that, you also know that in order to be successful in the business, all you need to do is constantly put in effort. Yeah, this is something I definitely can commit myself to. That is why for me I find like no matter which business you are in, I don't think immediately you will get a result. But I'm sure when you put in constant effort in this business, you will get the result. That is why I feel more settled. Yeah, I'm confident that I will in the long run I will be able to reach my goal. And that's why I find I no longer worry that much about the future. I just need to stay focused and do what I'm doing. And
yeah,
of course, I have to say, very big factor is the community that give me a lot of confidence, because yeah, I don't see success cases from people very far away from me. I'll just talk about my own community. There are people within my team, within my group, who are doing really from when I joined until now. Yeah, start to get a lot of results. I see for myself. So this give me a assurance also. Yeah. So they are real people who I know and getting results. So if I do the same thing, how will I not get the result, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's why yeah, that's why I become more settled, and I'm more confident, and I don't worry that much. Yeah,
Yeah,
for since the start of the business until now. And honestly, I'm very focused. I did not really look out for other thing anymore, because I believe once you find the right thing, you just need to be focused and make it happen.
yeah. That's right. And
Mm,
for this business, you can get rich within one night, right? We need to have take time to build or set up our business in the beginning time, because I don't
mm,
know how about you, but for myself, I am a person low tech. So I
mm,
don't know about how can I set up a website, or how
mm,
can
mm,
I open my pay business page, or use Google, or
mm,
every so many platforms, right?
mm,
So we need to set up from beginning, and then we keep moving, and we need to patent.
mm,
So everything will happen, and we will got the result in the end,
mm.
right?
Yes,
So
yes.
so I saw you very busy, right? So you busy with your your kid.
Mm,
So some people they don't have one kid, they very busy. So you have three kids. So how can you handle the time? You say
mm,
that you very focused with this business. So how
mm.
can you balance the time with your family, your main job, your main business, and this business?
Okay. For me, I like to multitask. That's one thing. So I like to do a few things at one go, and I find this business allow me to do so because when okay, day to day when I'm working and things like that, when there is break time, I will look. I will check whether there's inquiries. Yeah, I'll answer to the
Mm,
questions of the people. And during weekends, when I bring my children to tuition, common thing in Singapore, we always go tuition instead of just sit around drinking coffee, doing nothing. Yeah, then
yeah,
I work on probably the training. I will catch up on my training, or I will
yeah,
work on new ideas for my business and things like that. So if you ask me, the flexibility of this business suits my lifestyle. Yeah, because I can work around my time with this, but I just need to be disciplined. Yeah, so
yes,
when you are mindset that I want to find time, you will find a lot of pocket of time here and there. And sometimes
yeah,
when I find things that are very interesting but really need more time from me, probably I will sacrifice my TV time. Yeah, at night. Yeah, after my children went to bed, then I will just settle myself down and then start doing some things. So yeah, that's how I plan my time. And
yeah,
honestly speaking, it's really not really a lot after the basic training. When after you finish all the basic training and your business start to kick off, uh, I would say maximum if you accumulate the time you spend per day onto this business, the max is 1 to 2 hours per day. If you add up all the small time, I guess
yeah,
1 to 2 hours per day is really not too much if you want to run a business. So
yeah.
yeah, that's how I find time for my business.
Yeah, the people they spend a lot of time to just surf internet or just watch the
Yes,
YouTube, right? So
yes,
now we use that time to run the business. So we still surf internet, and we still have the income from that. It's good
yes,
news, right?
yes, yes, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's it
Mm,
difficult for
mm.
you when you run this business?
What is difficult for me? Honestly, I still don't find anything that difficult. uh, if really to say difficult, well, I think so far we are pretty much supported, yeah, by the community, by the okay. I find the training is really very detailed. Yeah,
Mm,
like you, I'm not really a very tech savvy person, but at least I know I follow step by step. And if I
mm,
miss any step, I will just need to reverse and rewind the thing and then look again. So this is something which I guess solve a lot of my so-called difficulty. So if you
yeah.
ask me honestly, with the support of the community plus the training system, I did not really face too much and issues, yeah, with the business. I think compared to many business, this is pretty easy and smooth sailing for me. uh,
It's
yeah.
really good. It's really good for you. For me, in the
Mm,
beginnings, when I watch the webinar, I
mm.
cannot understand what they are saying. Well, there are
Okay.
so many people in a one group, and they say something. So I just guess, and I understand just maybe just
Mm,
20 or 30%.
mm, mm,
So it's quite difficult for me from beginning. But I still log in inside, so because so many new words, so I don't understand about the digital so and business, so I don't understand. For
mm,
normal life, I can understand, but for the digital or business work, I cannot understand.
mm,
But after I overcome webinar, I go inside, so I find not difficult. Look like
Mm.
I think. So
Yes.
because yeah, with the letter we can translate. We
Mm.
can use Google Translate, right? And
Mm.
some people they post on their Facebook or our community. They post by English, of course, because this is the common language in over the world, right? So
Mm.
we cannot understand what they are saying. We just copy and paste it and Google Translate. It's very
Mm.
easy, so we can also understand what they are saying, right?
Yes,
So
yes, right.
I think that if we want, we will find solution. If we don't want, we will give
A
reason,
lot of
right?
excuses. Mm,
So
true, true.
very, yeah, so very exciting. So I get from you 20 minutes. So
Mm.
after we start this interview, so do you want to share anything else for
Mm.
our audience? So
Mm. Okay, maybe just a few words from me to all the audience. Thank you for dialing in, listening to our conversation. Yeah, I guess really, I hope everybody who are interested and really want a change in their life take the bold step to really step out of your comfort zone and explore something, yeah, which you yourself find maybe without knowing much you are very scared of. Because when you don't know much, of course you are scared. Then you go and find the answer, go and find what is it all about. Yeah,
yeah,
so like yeah, this case you can always approach Du Tao and then sign in the webinar, go and find out more. Yeah, once you find out more, then you decide
yeah,
whether it suits you or not. If you continue to just watch and then sit on the fan, I guess if I do that last year or the year before, 1 year plus, I will still continue to sit on the fan now and no achievement at all. So now,
yeah,
1 year plus, I have my own small team. I have people who join us, and we are striving. We are getting a lot of sales and all this. Uh, you see that actually when you put an action, then you will get make a difference. This is something really I hope I can encourage everybody who are online watching us to do. Find out more for Doodle and yeah. After that, understand the whole thing. You can always approach her and ask questions. And end of the day, the whole thing is in your hand, whether you want to start or not. But don't deny yourself of a chance to get to know more. I guess that is
yeah.
something very important. Okay?
Yeah, thank you so much, Guy. So
Yeah.
I will get 1 minute, 1 second to say hello from some people who are watching our interview. Okay.
Mm.
So hello Hannah Lam from New Zealand. So hello Nhiễm Con from Vietnam, Cao Đạt Nguyễn from UK, and Hoài Vũ from Singapore also. Thank you for
Mm.
watching. So thank you so much, Guy, for today. You come and talk and share
Mm.
some your experience about digital business. So I
Mm.
hope in the next interview I can also invite you for the next interview one day later. Okay.
Okay.
I wish you
Mm.
more and more successful in your life and
Mm.
your business, and everything will be good with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I wish you all the best also. We will do it together. Okay?
Yeah, thank you. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye. Okay.